on both YouTube and Twitch. Theoretically. Theoretically, I am live on both. Except the YouTube thing isn't playing nice either. There we go. Okay. We're live everywhere. Let's close that. Make sure I sound on here. Theoretically. Yes. All right. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. So, very, very exciting day for me. Today is theoretically the day that we are getting the Oblivion Remaster trailer. Hi, Wajishin. How's it going? Yeah, this is theoretically the Oblivion Remaster day. At the very least, we will have a trailer to react to. Unless this is another Fallout 4. I don't know if you guys remember back when Fallout 4 was being announced, but actually before the announcement, they had this countdown on their website. Bethesda had this countdown on their website, and it was counting down for like weeks, I think, maybe even months. And the countdown finally reached 0, and it played the Tunnel Snakes Rule video. It wasn't actually the Fallout 4 announcement. It played the Tunnel Snakes Rule video. You know, we're the Tunnel Snakes. That's us. And we rule. So maybe we're getting trolled again. It is possible, but you know, I'm gonna channel my power here. I've got all the physical copies of my Elder Scrolls games. I've got my Oblivion for PC. I've got my Oblivion for PS3. I've got my Fallout 3 for PS3. I've got my Skyrim for PS3. I've got my Skyrim for PS4, and I've got my Fallout 4 for PS4. So I've got all my physical copies of my Bethesda games here. I, of course, own all of these digitally as well, which kind of defeats the purpose of all my physical copies. But here I am. I'm channeling the energy. I'm channeling the hope that we're going to get a shadow drop. And we have 30 minutes to go before the shadow drop happens. Hey, Bacon Lord, how's it going? But I just wanted to get on. I wanted to watch it. I wanted to get my live reaction to it, to save it for posterity. Maybe this is just a bit. Maybe this is a trap. Maybe we're about to get rickrolled. But I sure hope not. I sure hope not. So I wanted to talk about my hopes and dreams for this remaster, this remake. Because we know increased graphics. We know it's running in Unreal Engine 5. So, increased graphical fidelity. To go along with that, I think I do want enhanced dialogue. If you go back and you play Oblivion in this day and age, one of the hardest things to get over is the voice acting. It's pretty old. You know, it's a game from 2006. Bye, I need to sleep. Got school tomorrow. Have a great day. Stay healthy. Hey, you too. Stay healthy. By the time you wake up, it's possible that the Oblivion Remaster will already be in my hands, and we will be streaming it here, 100%. There is no doubt in my mind that I will be streaming the Oblivion Remaster. If it comes out today, I'll stream it today. I will get rid of the rest of my plans. We'll stream it today. If this is just an announcement, it's like, oh, it's coming down in a couple weeks or a couple months, then it'll wait until then. But I think enhanced voice acting, certainly. But more than anything, I think that Oblivion's leveling system needs to be reworked. If this is a remaster or a remake, I think the one thing they need to fix is the leveling system. Oblivion's leveling system is the most ass-backwards leveling system in any video game I've ever played. It's the most confusing. And even people that are familiar with Oblivion will tell you that the best way to play the game is just to play the entire game at level 1. Just go through, play the entire thing at level 1, or get to the level that the quest that you want unlocks, and then play it through at that level, never level up again. Because the game's level scaling means that enemies get more difficult the higher level you are. Which is fine. That's how Skyrim works too. But the problem is that your tag skills are actually the skills that you don't want to level. Because you get attribute points every time you level up. And these attribute points can range from 0 to 5, I believe. A +0 to a +5. And you want them all 3 attributes that you level up to always be +5s. And the only way to control that and to make that happen is to have the tag skills in skills that you actually aren't going to use, and level the skills that you will use, which is the most backwards thing ever. You want your tag skills to be the skills that you're going to use. You want those skills to make you better at the thing. And at level 1, they do. But every level after 1, they do not. And that's the problem with Oblivion's leveling system. So that, more than anything, is what needs a rework. The Oblivion leveling system needs to be completely redone from the ground up. If it resembles Skyrim's leveling system, I'll be okay with that. I would prefer something wholly new, but if they just decide, hey, we're just going to do Skyrim, that's fine. So, leveling system, dialogue needs to be re-recorded, because they had, like, other than Patrick Stewart and Sean Bean, they had, like, 4 voice actors for the entire game. And it's very noticeable. So getting some more voice actors into the booth and re-recording dialogue, I think would also be huge. However, what I don't want recasts. If they can't get the old guys back to re-record their lines, I think that it's better to leave it as was than have some lines that are brand new dialogue that sound really good and really crisp and like they were recorded on modern hardware, and some that sound like they were recorded back in 2005 when they would have been, maybe even 2004 when they would have been recorded. I think that is a big want for me, a big desire. Furthermore, I think the last thing that Oblivion really needs to get right in this remaster is, well, I guess there's 2 more things. One is the combat. Oblivion's combat is very floaty. You swing at an enemy and they take damage, but they don't, like, react to getting hit. So it's not like an enemy gets hit with a sword and they, like, stumble back for a second or, like, you know, have to block. They just keep swinging at you. They keep running at you. So improving on that, getting some hit detection in there would be very helpful. I'd really appreciate that. And then the last thing, Oblivion's level design, specifically around caves and dungeons. I think the overworld level design of Cyrodiil looks really good. It's fantastic. But the big rumor is that, like, all of Oblivion's levels were, like, all of its dungeons were made by one guy. That's not actually correct. The tile set was all made by one guy, and then they were placed, like, randomly. Or not randomly, but, like, semi-randomly. They were, like, kind of randomly generated. So getting fully unique caves with just a more diverse tile set will really help each individual dungeon feel unique in the way that Skyrim's do. Skyrim's dungeons still all use the same tile set, but, you know, for the first, like, 50 or so dungeons, they feel pretty unique. Now, eventually, you do get kind of worn out of seeing this same tile set over and over and over again, but that's hundreds of hours into your Skyrim gameplay. So, yeah, those are my hopes and dreams for the Oblivion Remake Remaster. What do you guys want to see? I want to open up to the chat. What is chat interested in seeing in the Oblivion Remake Remaster? Because that's basically it for me. Is I want new tile sets. I want a enhanced leveling system. I want brushed up dialogue. I want, like, new recordings. And I want enhanced combat. Those 4 things, those are on my wish list. I guess I kind of breezed through them. I guess I could have started the stream a little bit later. Because we've still got, I believe, like 20-ish minutes to go before it jumps over. Yeah, about 22 minutes before the reveal. So what are you guys interested in seeing in this Oblivion Remaster remake? Let me know in the chat. Because that's basically it for me, is those four enhanced things. I mean, obviously the enhanced graphics, maybe new music. The thing is, Jeremy Soule is just gone. He's just gone. Like we're not getting Jeremy Soule back. I think it's highly unlikely they're going to reuse Jeremy Soule's soundtrack. So I think a new soundtrack would be pretty helpful. And yeah, he's canceled. He's gone. Jeremy Soule's not coming back. We're not dealing with him anymore. So getting a re-recording or like a brushed up an arrangement perhaps of his original soundtrack for Oblivion would also be kind of high on my wish list. Enhanced archery. Archery plays really bad in Oblivion. So it's not fun being a stealth archer in Oblivion like it is in Skyrim. So getting, hey, hearts in the chat. Thank you. I appreciate the hearts. Let me know what you guys want to see in Oblivion Remaster Remake, systems that you want to see implemented. Because for me, it's enhanced combat, it's new lines of dialogue, or not new lines, but re-recorded lines. It's an enhanced soundtrack, it's a completely revamped leveling system, and it's a new tile set for the dungeons. Those are my top 5 wish lists for the Oblivion remake. Let me know what you guys want to see. Because Oblivion is such a special game to me. I mean, I've got this physical copy right here. This one right here. My very first, like, real PC gaming experience was this Game of the Year version for Oblivion. I've got the old game manual right here. Do you guys remember these game manuals? I poured through this thing. I've read this thing I don't know how many times, but it's just a special game to me. Like, look, it's got the old race pages in it with what each race had, what their benefits were. Like, for instance, we've got Nord has skill bonuses in Armorer +5, Blade +5, Block +5, Blunt +10, Heavy Armor +10, and Restoration +5. And then they have 2 special abilities, Nordic Frost and Resist Frost. That's pretty cool. I would pore over this for hours when I couldn't be playing the game. It's got explanations of what every skill level gives you on your path to mastery. So, like, as a novice in block, fatigue by blocking and hand-to-hand blocking against weapons has no effect. At an apprentice is no longer fatigued by blocking. At journeyman, a shield or weapon is no longer damaged when blocks, and opponents may recoil when blocking with hand-to-hand. At expert, blocking with a shield has a chance to knock back, counterattack, stagger enemies in the shield. So, maybe this thing wasn't actually super well written. What else? I also have, I have the old Prima strategy guide. Do you guys remember these? Hold on just a second. Do you guys remember these Prima strategy guides for Oblivion and Skyrim? These things were nuts. This has so much stuff in it. It's, oh my god. This thing is massive. Huge Prima strategy guide. It's got every single quest, how to complete it. It's got the tile layouts for the dungeons. These things were crazy. It's got all the enemies and how much health they have. Like, did you know an ancient ghost is level 9 and has 170 health? I didn't, because I barely used these. These Prima strategy guides, these were always an awesome gift, but you barely ever used them once you got used to the game. There's so much information in these. Now, sometimes to, like, complete a quest, because you couldn't look it up on the internet, because this was, 2006. But you sure could look up the quest in the Prima strategy guide. Like, Whodunit. Whodunit's a great quest. It's right there. There's a page on Whodunit. Yeah, detailed maps for every part of the world, every major city, special maps for every key section of the main quest. special chapters on how to create and optimize your character's abilities and skills. These things were awesome. I used to use that all the time. You know what? Set these back there too. My physical copies of my Elder Scrolls games. Yeah, it was a different time, 2006, let me tell you. But here I am now, all these years later, and I am sitting here with 15 minutes left to go before the Oblivion Remaster Remake gets revealed. Perhaps. Again, this could be a huge troll. Like, this could be a Tunnel Snakes situation. This could be a Tunnel Snake situation. Do we have... Hold on. I might be able to find that old video. Where was that? Tunnel Snakes rule. God, 15 years ago. Hold on. Let me, can I get this pulled up on stream? Yeah. Oh god, we gotta watch an ad. Hold on. I'll put my big face over it so you guys don't get advertised at. I don't want you guys to have to deal with ads. Alright, here we go. Yeah, this is what played at the end of the countdown for the Fallout 4 remake. Or not remake, but announcement. This is what played. And we were sitting there and we were waiting for the announcement. And this is what we had to play. This is what got it. This is what played instead of the announcement. And it was funny as shit. It is the most rickrolled I've ever been. Hey, guess what? If you advertise in my Twitch chat, you get banned. Sorry, man. You're banned. Don't advertise in my Twitch chat. It's a simple rule. I'm pretty sure it appears when you... Oh, shit. Okay. All right, the countdown has started. We're in it now. Oh, you hear that music? Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet. All right. Yes. Can you guys hear that, or is it too quiet? Too loud, too quiet? Let me know, chat. Oh, this is exciting. "16 minutes till the reveal." Oh my god. I cannot believe that this is happening. Unless this is a bit. I really don't feel like it is. I was a big denier of the leaked document from a few years ago. The leaked FTC document. It was FTC, right? Bethesda leak FTC. Microsoft document leak. Yeah. I just want the actual document. Yeah, here we go. Can I pull this onto stream? Yes. Okay, so this document has Doom Year One, which we've now seen the trailer for. We know that's real. Project Kestrel, never heard of it. Indiana Jones, that came out, that was real. And Oblivion Remaster for 2022. A 2022 Oblivion Remaster obviously did not happen. But if the assumption is that everything has been pushed back 3 years, that means, if that document holds true, which so far it has, now that the Oblivion Remaster has been revealed, or I guess it hasn't been revealed yet, we're still 14 minutes away, but if that's true, that means that Elder Scrolls 6 is likely coming out 2027, 2028, which is pretty damn exciting. Alright, now this is a huge pipe dream. How cool would it be if this was the Elder Scrolls 6 announcement, not the Oblivion remake? What if this was Elder Scrolls 6? I guess Elder Scrolls 6 has already been announced. We have the old trailer. We've got the whatchamacallit. The whatchamacallit? You guys know the whatchamacallit. Yeah, but let me know what you want to see out of the Oblivion Remaster, or if you think this is real. Greetings, Zach. Zach, what do you want to see out of the Oblivion Remaster? Let me know. Also, let me know if you can hear the music. If it's too loud or too quiet compared to my voice. It should sound like right below it, but who knows? Never know with OBS how it's going to capture things. Yeah, what's your wish list for the Oblivion Remaster? Because mine is revamped combat. It is a new recording of the soundtrack. It is re-recorded dialogue. It is an enhanced, completely ground-up remade leveling system, and a new dungeon tile set, because of how boring the Oblivion dungeons got after a while. What's on your wish list? What's your Oblivion wish list look like? Let me know. Oh my god, this is so exciting. The fact that they are playing old Oblivion soundtrack right now and not a re-recording does have, like, this is just the old one. So that makes me think that we're just going to have the old Jeremy Soule soundtrack. We're not going to get a new arrangement. How does the stream sound also? You gotta let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet. Let me know. Also, since I've got you here and I've got you trapped for the next 12 minutes, you should like the stream, because liking the stream boosts it. If you like it while the stream is going, it boosts it in the algorithm and more people see it, and more people come in and they say hi and they're like, yo, cool stream. Just saying. You should like the stream. This is so exciting. I'm giddy. I'm over the moon. Oblivion is not my most played Elder Scrolls game. That has probably been supplanted by Skyrim at this point, but I did play a shit ton of Oblivion. Like, more than a healthy amount of Oblivion. Now, if this is a meme, if we are getting baited right now, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry on stream if we're getting baited and this is not. Stream sounds fine? Very good. Good to know. I'd like to see either remastered and updated music, cinematic kill moves. Oh, yeah, the Skyrim cinematic moves would be pretty cool. That's a good ad. Flushed out dungeons with possible variants. Proper leveling. Leveling's a big one for me. I think that's my biggest one. And also, it would be nice to have weapons and armor overhaul. How do you mean by weapons and armor overhaul? Do you mean like visually, or do you mean like how the system works? Because I gotta say, I'm a pretty big fan of Oblivion's weapon and armor system. I like that it's split up into blade and blunt and archery, instead of splitting it up into like one-handed, because that means like, oh, if you get a two-handed sword and you've been using short swords this entire time, you can still use the two-handed sword if you want, which I think is more realistic. Like, swords training like carries between like different kinds of swords visually. Yeah, I think definitely there'll be a visual change, because Oblivion leaks. Let's just look at the images. Because this looks like, let me can I get this pulled up? No. I should have just gone to Reddit. But these look like enhanced armors. Like, they look, from the leaks the two images we've seen, they look like new. You also like how Oblivion did its combat? See, I need like hit stun on the enemies. Looks like mithril? Yeah. It looks like they've cleaned it up. It kind of reads to me like kind of how like the Creation Club items looked, where they're like more refined versions of the pre-existing armors. That's kind of what it looks like to me, at least. 8 minutes to go. I like Oblivion's combat. It just needs hit stun on the enemies. I don't like it that like the enemy keeps sprinting at you after you've hit them with a sword. I need them to like reel back when they get hit, or if they like stagger for a second. I need that level of impact, because I've played Oblivion where like an enemy just is like charging at you, swinging their sword, and they don't stop until they die. Yeah, exactly, more refined. Yeah, that's what I need from it. I need more refined combat. That is lower on my list, though, than re-recorded voice lines and the enhanced leveling system. Leveling needs a ground-up rework. It really does. The Oblivion leveling system makes no goddamn sense. And that needs to get fixed more than anything. Stagger effect would be peak? I agree. Oblivion leveling system. Yeah, Oblivion's leveling system just needs a complete ground-up rework, because, like, I'm on the USEP. UESP. There we go. And, like, this is nonsense. This makes no goddamn sense. It needs a complete rework. This is nonsense. Also, always thank you to the USEP, UESP, Jesus Christ, for all their hard work. They do great work over there. Maybe the most helpful website when it comes to the work I do on Elder Scrolls stuff. Oh my God, we're at 5.5 minutes. All right, any last minute predictions? Do you think they're gonna hit us with a Tunnel Snakes rule situation? Do you think that this is a bit? Do you think we're getting pranked right now? Or do you think this is real? Final votes in the chat. Let me know. Is this a prank or is this serious? I hope the leveling system, that your majors and minors actually work how they should. You should not be speccing into skills you don't even use to have to efficiently level. Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about. I explained it earlier in the stream. It just needs a complete ground-up rework. Honestly, if it's just Skyrim's system, I won't be happy about it, but at least it'll be better than what we had. If this Shadow drops today, we will play it today at 1 p.m. If this is a situation where Todd Howard is like, and you can get it at home right now, go download it on Xbox Game Pass, we will be playing this game today at 1 p.m. if we can. I'm letting everybody know now. If this game is available, we'll be playing it. Let's scroll down a second. God. Only 200,000 people watching right now. Only 250,000 people are watching Bethesda's live stream right now. I expected that to be much higher, to be completely honest with you. 4 minutes to go! 4 minutes to go. By the way, anyone that wants to, you can hop on over to the Twitch. We're also streaming it live on Twitch. If you prefer the Twitch viewing experience, you can head over there and give me a follow. You know, it's a little bit crisper stream, a little bit cleaner, because it doesn't have to deal with the YouTube crunch. So if you prefer the Twitch viewing experience, if you want to see my face in beautiful 4K, that's where you have to do it. Because YouTube just crunches the shit out of my streams. Because it's got the damn bit cap on. Alright, 3.5 minutes. We are getting there. Oh, the thunder is rolling in the background. Oh my god, I'm just so excited. I am so excited. This is huge. Absolutely massive. It's a meme. It's just Uriel's body getting sodomized by the sewer rats. Jesus. Jesus. What would... It would have to be, it would have to be like the Manslayer, like Oblivion poop video, right? Like, if it was going to be just a meme, it would have to be like the Oblivion songs, the Oblivion poop songs, right? You've got a real bounce in your step. Oh my god. Alright, 2 minutes. Get your predictions in chat. What do you think we're gonna see? What do we think we're going to be seeing? What's the deal for today? Oh my god. Minute and a half. We're so close. And yeah, I will definitely be streaming this today if I can be. If I can stream this today, I 100% will. There is not a doubt in my mind. If this game releases today, if it's that situation where and you can play it at home right now, I will be downloading it and we will be back at 1 p.m. to play it. As long as I can get it to run. That's always a situation. 1 p.m. Eastern time. This is going to upset my entire week's stream schedule. 1 minute, 59 seconds. Oh my god, we're so close. This is going to upset my entire week's stream schedule if this drops today. The biggest problem is I'm gone this weekend. I'm on vacation, so I won't be able to play it this weekend. Zach, you were saying you want to do a ranger build, and I might steal that idea. I might decide to roleplay as Aragorn, son of Arathorn, or Dritz Duerden. Oh my god, half a minute, 30 seconds, 20 seconds. Okay, I'm ready to pop off. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, Bethesda Game Studios. It's not a meme. We're not getting memed on. Virtuos. Okay, we knew that they were developing it. Blood, violence, gore, sexual themes. All right.
They would take it to the tower.
I'm turning it up a little bit.
This ends here.
Do we have subtitles? No. All right, it's real.
You hold our future in your hands.
That's Patrick Stewart.
Take with you my blessings and the hope of the Empire.
I think that's a new line.
Find him.
How does it sound? Let me know.
Close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Is it too quiet? Or is it loud enough? Oblivion Remaster, yes!
Here we are 20 years later.
It's Todd, baby!
When you think about the Elder Scrolls,
There he is!
to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously, we're working on
Let me know
the
if it's too
sixth
quiet.
chapter here, but what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters. Skyrim,
Oh,
Oblivion,
that old
Morrowind,
trailer,
Daggerfall,
yes.
Arena. Each of them try to define role-playing games and open-world games for their generation.
Fans got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling.
real.
It's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games as a studio.
Yes, it was.
I think when it comes to a remaster, we want people to feel the way they did then.
Yeah.
But it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place.
Yeah.
You want
Send me back to
some of that
2006.
old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with this tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing.
Show it
It's
to
the world I
me.
remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also this evolution of our games, I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
It just works. It
Looking
sure
back
does.
and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my god, it's been 20 years?
Just about.
I think the thing that gets me the most is the music. Like when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like,
Oh.
there's this like flood of nostalgia.
Oblivion is the beginning of who I am
Okay.
as an individual, as a game developer. It all starts with it.
I
Just
don't
show me
even
the game.
think it
I-
took me till
I've heard enough
release
preamble.
to
I wanna see the game
realize
now.
How big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
I was born 87 years ago.
Yes.
For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor.
All right, original 2006 footage.
But for all
Show us the
these
update.
years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Show us it. Come
I
on.
have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no
Whoa.
waking eye may see.
Look at those wrinkles. Yes! Oh my god. It looks fantastic.
Whether you're reliving these moments or experiencing them for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately
All right, what's the
looks
release
and
date?
feels incredible.
Say it's today.
When we decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding
Okay.
the right partner.
Okay,
From
no
the
hit
very
stun on
beginning of
that
this
Minotaur,
project,
but
we
that
had
doesn't
one
mean
rule.
that there's no
We
remastered
weren't gonna
combat.
do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care and love they've poured into the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuous. Our team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible. We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what makes that team and
Temple of
their games
Akatosh.
special.
That's a good-looking deer.
We wanted to make the remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
Okay. That's good to know. So that means we have all the DLC, right? If it's in its most complete form, that means all the DLC's included, right?
Those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage for Skyrim. You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
The time of cleansing.
Okay, hey main car, you're not looking great.
Daedric Prince of Destruction.
Main car
What was the
Cameron,
Oblivion
seen better days.
What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9? In addition to the core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering
All
and
add-ons,
Knights
let's
of the
go.
Night, so you get the full experience.
Okay, we got all the DLC.
On a personal level, it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience.
Oh, the Mage's Tower.
At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right?
Okay, so we've got all the DLC. That's massive.
I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was one of the games that made
Methar Cameron? Yeah, man.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
Okay.
You will find your own path.
Look at them wrinkles!
But there will be blood and death before the end.
Oh my god, hit stun! I saw that. Did you guys see that? That was hit stun. That's improved combat. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, now we just need the leveling system and we're good. Just need the leveling
technology
system.
we used to create the original was cutting edge at the time, but tools have come a long way since then.
Hit stun,
The original Oblivion
new dungeons,
is still
leveling
the heart
system.
and soul
That's
of
what we
the
want.
remaster. But we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals.
Dude, you called it? Yeah, I did.
We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives all the world logic and gameplay, and the body brings to life the experience that players have loved for
I think
almost
this is
50
really
years.
fascinating that they're using
not
two
just about
engines to
pure
run the
fidelity.
game, one graphically
We
and
knew we
one
had to preserve a
mechanically.
distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
That could bode really well for Elder Scrolls 6.
The brush opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck here like I am.
Oh, the painted world.
The Isles, a wonderful place.
Yes.
Good for a visit. Or
Wes Johnson, hello! I haven't heard your voice in so long.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version of Unreal 5.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models.
Oh, the
and
models
stunning
look really
landscapes
good,
that use
actually.
Millions of polygons in
The
each other,
potato faces are
allowing us
gone.
a truly impressive level of detail in the world. Every single asset in this game was completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch.
Oh, I love the steel short
We
sword.
implemented an advanced real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting and atmospheric effects. While the original game had limited dynamic shadows, now the entire world reacts naturally to light.
Oh my god, yes!
We used
The
an
mage's
incredible new
robes.
lip-sync technology that really enhanced performance in our
The
characters.
Prophet?
he left us a warning. Heed it.
And Real Tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters. From there, our artists sculpt each race individually.
Oh
to
my
adapt
god,
it to the
look at
mesh,
this! Character creation!
allowing us to share the model, rig, and textures. As a result,
They look
all
really
races,
good!
including Argonians, Orcs, and Khajiits, are built on the same base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
They look pretty good!
We have access
That's
to
way
so
better
many
than
modern
Oblivion.
Remake features.
It's a little
You'll see
uncanny
them in
valley, but I
something
still
as
like it.
simple as running through a forest. Insects flying around, fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living.
Did you guys see the
world.
arms move when he
You
swam?
really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
That wasn't in the base game, was
I
it?
believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Thing.
This looks like just regular alien ruins. This doesn't look like a new tile set. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're getting new alien ruins. It looks like it's just the standard tile set for caves
It's
and
not
dungeons
just the
and
visuals
stuff.
that we've modernized in the remaster.
That's a little disappointing.
It's gameplay.
Yes! Hit stun! Give me that stagger!
It's UI and UX. It's audio. We've updated features and systems across the board.
Alright.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make.
I didn't realize that I worked at Virtuous.
It's inspired by the leveling.
The guy looks just like me.
Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds. We were able to fully recreate the character models,
That guy
creating a
looks just like
physicality that
me.
feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations. There's a lot more
The spell did look
separation
good.
between the upper and lower body, and all the animations have more flourish. Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions.
Yes.
Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks,
Good.
and controller feedback. You know, it's a little thing, but little things add up to make the combat more modern and engaging.
There's a proper third-person perspective now. The original had third person, but there was no crosshair and we felt the experience could be modernized.
Okay.
One of our goals was to have a third-person view that
Yo!
compared to Starfield in terms of playability.
Did you see that horse
now,
whinny?
The third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
You have my ear, citizen.
When Oblivion first launched,
Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
disk storage limits meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the races.
More voices!
So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue. Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random. And then
Hello.
Hi there. But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop, criminal scum!
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone!
Oh my god, I'm so happy.
We are going to steal one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room. The blind priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priests. They're blindfolded. I've chosen you because you are the best. Good luck.
Oh my god, I can't wait to do the Thieves Guild again. I love the Thieves Guild in Oblivion. It's one of my favorite quest
Stop.
lines in the entire
You
franchise.
violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
Oh, that spell looked great.
As
I like
games
that he
have
like
developed
closes
over
his
the
hand
past
and then
20
fires it.
years, players have come to expect a certain
It's kind of like a
tools
mix between Skyrim and
Like sprinting.
Oblivion's style.
Sprinting is an interesting one because it was such a big debate internally among our teams. Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided as 2025.
Yes, we
that
need to be
people
able
are
to
going
sprint.
want
I agree.
sprint. In fact, all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch.
Good.
And that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Every single updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion, Oblivion.
I love this menu.
What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini games are the mini games.
I agree.
Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Great! How's it go again?
Like lockpicking.
Yes, the
Put
lockpicking
a
didn't
fresh
change.
coat
I was
of
worried
paint
that they
on
were
it.
going to change
You
the
can't change it too
lockpicking to
much
Skyrim's
because it's
lockpicking.
part of the core experience.
Whether you're returning to Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you and
Oh my god,
watch
there he
you and
is!
worship the ground you walk on.
you will instantly feel at home. It just feels better. We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Oh my god.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting?
All right, all I need is
Oblivion
to know
is a
the leveling
core
system
part
and the
of
release date.
Story of Bethesda Game Studios.
None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put
Leveling
into
system
it,
and release
sort
date.
of
That's what I need.
The love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players, I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the
Oh, that looks
remaster,
really
are going to
good.
be shocked at just how good the game looks.
That swamp looks fantastic. That's the one that's on the edge of
Gates
Black
look
Marsh.
Absolutely incredible, and I think they're just going to find themselves lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around
Mythic
for
Dawn
half an hour
robes.
in the world, you feel
Oh, the armor looks
something.
fantastic.
And that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's like...
And tell me
it's
it's
new,
coming out
it's
today.
fun, like, it's exciting.
It's releasing
again.
today, right?
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
and Virtuous,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very special
Yeah, but
place
when's
in
it
my
coming
heart,
out, though?
And being able to work on this remaster
And also, did you
and
fix the
bring it
leveling
to a
system?
new generation of players has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait.
Okay, so it's coming out today.
The best part of my job
It's coming
is
out
that
today?
I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion Remaster will be available
Now.
today.
Yes! That's huge for us. Okay.
I was born
1 p.m. We're streaming Oblivion.
but for all these years,
We're gonna stream it at 1 p.m.
been the ruler of
As long as it can get downloaded in under 3 hours. We're streaming it today on this YouTube channel, on this Twitch channel at 1 p.m.
Seed. The year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
Yes, they are. Today!
I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
We're gonna stream it today. It's available
This
today.
is
We're
only
gonna
the
stream it today.
Worse is yet to come. Looks clear.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
This has ruined my stream schedule. I was only gonna stream one day this week, but now it's today and tomorrow. We're playing Oblivion. We'll still stream Pokemon on Thursday, but we're definitely playing Oblivion.
Your own path.
We are locked in, I agree. They didn't tell us if they fixed the leveling system or not, though.
Find him and close
My schedule
shut
is
the
cooked.
jaws of Oblivion.
They didn't tell us about the leveling system. Everything else, I'm excited for. Available today, Game Pass, Series X, PC. That's everything. Stay tuned for a special gameplay stream. I don't care about a special gameplay stream. I want to go back real quick. I want to look at that.
And close shut the jaws.
Show me the... Okay. Remastered digital deluxe content, Armor of the Order, Armor of Cataclysm, Weapons of the Order, Weapons of Cataclysm, and 2... Okay, so everything includes Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine. It doesn't say if it includes the other DLC. It doesn't say if it includes horse armor and the mage tower and stuff like that. It only says Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine, which is that's the same as the Game of the Year edition of Oblivion. The Game of the Year edition only came standard with Shivering Isles and Knights of the Nine. It did not come with the rest of the DLC content. So that's kind of interesting. Available today. Game Pass, Series X, Steam, PS5. All right, so all modern systems, all modern ways of acquiring games. All right, what do we think, chat? Are we excited? It's all over Lawbreaker. Yeah, I'm seriously curious about the state of things. Are we getting those additional DLC? Are we getting anything? Like, is it an enhanced leveling system, or is it just the standard one? They have to know, right? Like, they fixed the hit stun stuff. They gave us sprinting, which wasn't even on my bingo card. Like, they have to know. Oh, also, I've just checked the Steam page. $49.99. It's not an $80 game. Thank fucking Christ. $49.99. Thank you, Fantastic, for providing this awesome stream. Yeah, don't mention it. Happy to do it. We've got Steam achievements. Let's look at recommended. AMD Ryzen 5 360, Intel i5. Yep, we've got that. Oh yeah, we can run this no problem. But yeah, it doesn't say. Rediscover Cyrodiil, complete the story. It doesn't say anywhere if they have enhanced the leveling system. I feel like if they did anything to the leveling system, they would have mentioned it. The thing is, only like the most hardcore Oblivion fans know that the leveling system is whack. I'm checking. It doesn't look like anyone knows. There's no information on it. Well, should we stick around for the special gameplay and see if maybe it's covered there? If they've enhanced it at all? You know what? Here's what I think. I'm gonna watch this. Oh, wait. Hold up. It's starting.
Wow. What did we just witness? The worst kept secret ever? Maybe.
This is probably gonna be a little cringe.
But you just witnessed the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered Direct. That is coming to you today. Maybe even now. I don't know. We'll have to check after this stream.
It's out. You can go play it. Go play it.
The wonderful, talented, incredible Wes Johnson.
There he is. Mr. Wes Johnson.
And Wes, who do you have here with you?
Do you guys want to stick around and watch this, or do you want to call the stream here and I'll see you guys at 1? How do you guys feel?
Yes, he knows his name now. Hello there, Finn. How are you?
How do we feel?
For the sake of this, we can call him Barbas if you'd like, but he's a sweetie pie, and he wanted to get his time, Mr. DeMille.
That makes sense. I wouldn't. If I had a new puppy, I would totally bring that puppy with me everywhere.
I take him everywhere. You ever heard the Harry Nilsson's puppy song?
No.
He's like, I take my puppy everywhere.
Well, for you, those of you joining us, either new or from the Direct, we are going to be sharing some gameplay of Wes's old stomping grounds, but newer now with the remastered version.
I can't wait.
So, Wes, for those
Up
that
to you,
do
man.
not know you, first,
I'd say
shame
save
on
the
you if
gameplay
you
for
don't,
yourself.
but if
All
you
right,
don't-
fair enough. In that case, this will be it. I will see you guys all today at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't live on the East Coast, that is like 2.5 hours from now. No, not 2.5. 1.5 hours from now. It's like 1.5 hours away. And we will play Oblivion until I can't play it anymore. So I'm going to get that downloaded, and I will see you guys all very soon. So subscribe if you're interested in that, I guess, if you're not already. Follow me on Twitch. Give the stream a like. It really helps out a ton. And I will catch you guys all very, very soon.